Am I the a-hole for cutting off my entire family after what they did? Throwaway because some of my relatives are terminally online. I grew up as the problem child, in a very picture-perfect upper-middle-class family. Golden child older brother, saintly younger sister, extremely religious parents who believed in tough love for the kid who didn't fall in line. I was the one who came out as atheist at 17, got average grades instead of perfect ones, liked metal music, had long hair, got a couple tattoos, worked blue-collar jobs instead of going the Ivy League route like Mark. They never let me forget I was the disappointment. When I was 25, my dad got diagnosed with a very aggressive cancer. Everyone rallied. Mark quit his fancy finance job to help run the family business temporarily. Lily moved back home to be the live-in caretaker. I was still the screw-up, so they mostly kept me on the periphery. I still visited every weekend, helped with bills when I could, drove my mom to appointments when Lily needed a break. But I was never enough. Dad passed 2 years later. The funeral was huge. Hundreds of people. Everyone kept telling me how proud he would have been of Mark and Lily stepping up. No one mentioned the nights I spent sitting with him when he couldn't sleep, talking about anything except death because he was terrified. After the funeral, things got weirdly quiet from the family group chat. I figured everyone was grieving differently. Then about 6 months later, my mom calls me sobbing at 2 a.m. saying she needs to talk to me immediately. I drive over, heart pounding, thinking maybe she's sick too. She sits me down at the kitchen table, the same table we used to have family dinners at, and slides a thick envelope toward me. Inside is a life insurance policy payout check. $1.8 million. Made out to Mark and Lily. Equal split. My name isn't on it anywhere. I'm confused. I ask where my portion is. Mom looks at me with this mixture of pity and disgust and says, "Your father changed the beneficiary designation 3 weeks before he died. He told me he didn't want you to squander it on your reckless lifestyle. He said Mark and Lily had proven they were responsible. You hadn't." I just sat there, numb. Then I asked the question that still makes my stomach turn when I think about it. "Did he tell you why he thought I was going to squander it?" And she said very quietly, "Because you never really loved him the way the other two did. You were always angry. Always distant. He said he could see it in your eyes the last few months." I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just stood up, walked out, and drove home. The next day Mark texts me, "Hey man, we're going to set up college funds for my kids and Lily's future wedding. Mom's keeping some for herself obviously. We didn't want to blindside you, but Dad's wishes were clear. Hope you understand." I didn't respond. 2 weeks later, Lily posts a photo on Facebook of the three of them at a nice restaurant with the caption, "Celebrating family, love, and Dad watching over us, grateful for the blessings he left behind." The comments were full of "so deserved," and "your dad was so wise," and "what a legacy." I didn't comment. I blocked them all. That was 4 years ago. I moved cities, changed numbers, built a life, decent job, good friends, a girlfriend who thinks my family sounds like a cult. I'm okay. Better than okay. But last month I got a certified letter. It was from a lawyer. Apparently Mark has terminal pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. 6 to 12 months. The letter was polite, formal. It said that Mark had been reflecting during treatment and wanted to make amends. That he and Lily and Mom all deeply regret how things ended. That they understand I was hurt. That they'd like to see me before it's too late. There was a second page. A photocopy of Dad's original life insurance beneficiary form, the one before he changed it. My name was on it. Split 3 ways. Then next to it, a second form dated 3 weeks before he died. My name crossed out in black marker. Just crossed out. Like someone couldn't stand looking at it. But here's the part that made me laugh until I cried. The handwriting on the second form wasn't my father's. It was my mother's. Same little curl on the G in my name when she crosses it out. Same way she writes dates. I've seen her handwriting on birthday cards and grocery lists my entire life. Dad was already delirious and barely conscious by then. He wasn't changing anything. She did. And then she let everyone believe it was his dying wish. Mark's dying now. Lily's about to lose her big brother. Mom's about to lose her golden son. And they want me to come back and play happy family again so they can feel forgiven. I sat with that letter for a long time. Then I wrote one sentence on a blank piece of paper, signed it, and mailed it back to the lawyer with no return address. It said, "Tell them I died 3 weeks before Dad did." And I meant it. I'm not going. They don't get redemption. They don't get closure. They get to sit with exactly what they created. And maybe, just maybe, when Mark's gone and the house is quiet and the money is spent and the photos on the wall start feeling like strangers, one of them will finally realize the only person who ever really grieved my father was the son they erased. So yeah, AITA? And yes, I kept the photocopy. Just in case anyone ever tries to rewrite the story again.